The Spacing Guild arrives on Dune soon after the Emperor approved the embassy, and Alia watches from a hidden location as they make their entrance in the grand reception hall. Their gray, black, and orange robes blend with the colorful tiles of the floor, yet Edric's huge orange gas tank stands out. At the far end of the room, Paul sits on the lion throne, wearing a golden robe and the new formal crown, with Stilgar standing on his right side. Alia is somewhere above the throne, and although Paul looks calm in appearance, she senses his tension. His eyes are fixed on someone following the guild members. This individual is wearing an orange robe, and it seems to have metallic eyes. This man looks strangely familiar to Alia. He resembles her brother's former sword master, Duncan Idaho. She knows he died protecting Paul and Jessica from the Sardaukar, so this can only be a Gola, produced by the Tleilaxu in an axolotl tank. He follows the orange gas tank as they approach the Emperor's throne. Paul shifts his focus to Edric and greets him, ignoring the Gola for the moment. Edric takes a melange pill and presents Paul with a gift befitting an emperor, explaining that after Idaho perished many years ago, his body was sold to the Bene Tleilax, who resurrected him under the new name Hate. While the name is different, they say that the Gola is Duncan Idaho himself, but Paul is suspicious, wondering what hidden purpose it might have. The Emperor turns to Hate, who smiles and notes that his voice sounds familiar. He can't remember anything from his past life, but he can sometimes sense certain familiar things. Paul feels very conflicted by this gift. Duncan was like a brother to him. He was the one who taught him how to fly a thopter and how to fight with a sword, yet he knows that this Gola could be just a Tleilaxu puppet. Watching everything from above, Alia trembles as she recognizes Duncan Idaho's distinct voice. She feels that this new version of Duncan is pure, a blank slate on which the Tleilaxu have inscribed their designs, as they have a history of crafting killers from human flesh. Edric then reveals the Gola has been trained as a Mantat and as a Zensuni philosopher. Paul asks him if he prefers the name Duncan or Hate, to which he replies that he could be called whatever the Emperor prefers. He likes recognizing echoes of his former self, knowing that Duncan Idaho was once a trusted member of House Atreides. Paul finds the Gola's thoughts strangely devoid of clear reasoning, and ultimately decides to keep him under the name Hate. Turning to Edric, he tells him that Reverend Mother Mohayim, who came with them on the Guild Highliner, has been imprisoned, promising to explain his reasons later. He then sends the Guild representatives to their new quarters, but asks Hate to stay a bit longer. He decided to accept the gift, but he feels a sense of regret, realizing that the Gola might be a trap. Stilgar steps forward before the throne, speaking firmly in the Fremen language. He insists that the real Duncan is gone, and warns the Emperor that this Gola is just a Tleilaxu scheme. Despite the valid arguments, Paul refuses to send him away, and instructs the old Fremen to make sure that Reverend Mother Mohayim is guarded by men trained to resist the voice. After Stilgar is gone, Paul wants to know the real reason why the Guild has sent the Gola as a gift. Hate's answer is straightforward and unsettling. He is here to destroy the Emperor, suggesting that he should be sent away to avoid that. Being a Mentat himself, Paul presses for more details on how he'll be destroyed, and the Gola hints that his method involves psychological poison. Even though he recognizes a trace of Idaho within him, Paul knows there's more to this Gola than just an echo of his old friend. He should indeed send him away, but he almost feels drawn to his voice. His final decision is to keep him and be careful. One question remains on Paul's mind, though. He wonders why he hadn't seen the arrival of this Gola in his visions. He then lifts his gaze toward Alia's hidden location, as if silently asking her to help him expose whatever hidden motives lie beneath. Observing from above, Alia feels deeply intrigued by Hate. She realizes that the Gola not only has the power of nostalgia over her brother, but the growing sexual attraction she feels, makes him a threat for her as well.